day in quarantine with self-study. Good morning. First thing one's gotta do is to get ready, so I'm just gonna go do that. Yeah, finally done getting ready. And now I'm just gonna go back and start, because I'm actually like 4 minutes late for class, so first thing I do in the morning is that I check my schedule. So today I have GLY 256, which is geology. I have 2 hours of that, and then I have 3 hours of SWK 211, which is strength of materials 2. I have a 3-hour break. Then I have NPR, which is programming, and then SWK 210. After checking out our schedule, we start the module. I'd already opened geology because I had it yesterday as well, if you saw the schedule. And I was doing the natural resources you get from volcanoes. And natural resources you get from volcanoes. So let's get into it. Can't find my pen. I'll be back just now. I just need to get my pen, okay? The crazy thing about pens though is that I got a bunch of pens at the beginning of the year, and then I made sure that I don't use one until the other one is completely finished. And in like 3 weeks I'd already finished 2 pens. You see, meaning that these pens move when you work. I was pretty proud of myself because I think a lot of us can relate that in high school, when you get a pen and you have a lot of them, you've never actually seen your pen finish. You just kind of lost the pen, you know? You just kind of lost the pen, which is crazy. But yeah, now let me stop procrastinating and actually do the work, guys. So here we are, stay home and study with me. Did you know that warm groundwater in France heats about 20,000 houses, like apartments? It's weird, I yawn in the beginning of my day, but like, I gun it through to the end. And then when I do, I finish pretty well. So don't mind me yawning, it's just how I start my day, because I'm not much of a morning person, but I have to wake up early, because that's what I scheduled, and it is prime to follow the schedule, you see? No, see, there was a truck outside, and how the truck came was on my screen. It looked like a person's shadow, which was gave me the chills. So I had to quickly flip up for that one. But yeah, with these 3 modules, I don't quite enjoy them as much as practical modules, like application modules. You'll see as I go through the day that right now I'm very tired, but when it comes to the calculations and all those kind of things, I prefer those over these where I have to sit and read the entire time. But I did find that writing notes helps me stay into it, you know, and stay focused to what I'm reading. So I read, and then I write it down. I read it, I write it down, instead of just reading completely, because if I just read completely, I'll get out. And then sometimes with geology, if the topic really does drag me down a bit, I end up watching some videos. You see, I end up just watching some videos and seeing, you know, what's the vibe? The world's largest facility of producing electricity from natural gases. Just had to turn off the fan because I was getting a bit cold, and the wind was flipping my pages over and over. And yeah, it does get kind of annoying. So yeah, the guys is one of the largest suppliers of natural steam. So I made that fateful mistake of leaving my room, and my mom isn't feeling well, so she asked me to make oats. So I'm just gonna cut this whole hour. Instead of making oats, I decided to go for porridge. I actually really like porridge. I don't know if it makes me a baby. Some people think it makes you a baby if you like porridge, but I like porridge, and I didn't know how to make it. I once tried in Pretoria and it tasted really trash, so this time my mom gave me some instructions, and I was thinking of making like a cookbook. What would you say if I made a cookbook, you see? Like a varsity cookbook. All these random little things that we don't know how to make, but it would have come in handy if we did. This porridge is delicious, guys. And it fills you and you can last the day, and then go like have a small lunch and go back home at like 5:30 and be fine. We'll see how it comes out if I do it right. He postulated a supercontinent called Pangea that broke into continents known today. Yeah, so I just finished geology. It's 10:20. I'm about to take another 10-minute break before I do some strength of materials number 2. before I do some strength of materials number 2, I'm gonna quickly go on Instagram and post that I'm vlogging and see what happens. Since I am vlogging the whole day, I could use this opportunity to just toss in some helpful information. Yeah, I asked people to tell me what they want to mention, and then I have to go back to the books. Yeah, the strength of materials I like it. It's a fun module. It's very thoughtful. It's very thoughtful. I think when they call it strength of materials in other places, it might be called applied mathematics, because it's really all just maths. There's no, I didn't learn any kind of materials or anything. I just learned maths for strength of materials 2. I know strength of materials 1 has a lot of materials, but like strength of materials 2 is just math. The charts, all these charts and bending moment diagrams that we've been up to. This is what I've been doing. In the beginning of the holiday, I actually didn't get it at all. And then, now I'm done with it. I'll start revising because the semester test, we did the semester test, and then some of the stuff there I got it, but then I didn't quite fully understand this, so now I'll just redo it. Actually, let me do that. I'm going to do my 5 tutorial sets just to recap on what I've already learned, and then I'll move forward once I know that I know everything until this very point. Now, strength of materials 2 is just one of those modules that I really like, because it's a lot of calculation. There's not much to learn, but more to, you know what I mean? There's not much to learn or to understand. You just learn quite a bit, just a few things, and you just apply them. Then because of how much we apply them, and because of how difficult the application gets, you then find the learning of equations and things like that to be the easy part. The only hard part is now just applying. It's quite hard to remember the equations of subjects that don't have calculations, but with these ones where it's all calculations, the equations are the easy part. And I am back. Yeah, I ran out of battery life, so I was just charging my phone. And I'm back, so I did 1 hour of strength of materials 2, SWK 211. And I'm going for my second hour now, and then I'll have a lunch break for 2 hours. Yeah, man, so let's move it. Question number 4. Come in. At 12:30, bro.
You're on break.
When are you on break?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yep.
Why are you staring at the camera?
Why are you taking a video?
I'm vlogging, bro.
Huh?
I'm vlogging.
Okay. I just came back from school.
Oh, you're on a break already?
Mm-hmm.
Did you finish what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Did you clean your room? Now go clean your room. Huh?
Chicken peanuts. I made these with my dirt. I need it. What? It's lockdown, right? I don't have anything very
Okay, should we go clean your room?
I'm done.
Is that all that was there? Did you spread your bed? You see, my little brother really likes YouTube, so as soon as he now knows that I'm vlogging, I think he'll come feature himself a lot of times. So yeah, you can now, from this point on, you can start expecting to see more of Sean.
Hello everyone. If you're following Victor's lifestyle, then he needs to add in a lot of stuff, including making pizza, like you promised yesterday. Are you gonna make pizza? Okay.
Yeah, so a little bit over time, but it's time to take a break. I'm taking my 3-hour break. Yeah, it's actually 3 hours if you remember I showed you on the schedule. But I'm taking my 3-hour break, and I decided that in this 3-hour break, I'm going to make a pizza. What flavor pizza? I don't know. I'll see depending on what's on the fridge. So I'm gonna make a mince pizza, guys. So if you want to check out how mince pizza is made, I'll put the recipe up here as well. You know, just for fun, you want to check out a quick recipe on how to make a mince pizza. When I cook, I'm very freestyle, so I don't really have a recipe for any of this stuff. I'm just gonna do it. After rank finals in grade 12, I got a job at this place called Mamarazzi Pizza, where I learned how to make pizza, you see. That didn't go as planned at all, but it worked. I don't think it's gonna work, guys. I don't think it's gonna work. And I am back. It is exactly 3:30. I didn't take a 30-minute break. I didn't take a 3-hour break. I ended up taking a 2-hour break because my dad wants us to go to the store later on today. And yeah, programming, I get it, but then like it gets tricky sometimes, and trying to study by following the examples doesn't really work, because you're just sitting there reading a program that's already been made, and then you don't think, you don't learn, you also get really bored, you know, really bored. Now guys, see, the thing about programming is that it's a vibe when you know what's going on, you see. And right now, I kind of know what's going on, so it's a vibe. Yeah guys, so I'm back, and it is 6:30, right? So I started an hour late because my break was meant to end at 5:30, and then I'll do strength materials 1, so SWK 210. So now while I was chilling my break, I decided to start reading my Instagram, the Miles posts. Where will this be so I can watch it? Miles, bruh. Yeah, dude, what to do when you get bored, bruh. For me personally, when I get bored, I edit pictures, videos, I take videos, watch TikTok. Yeah, I have a lot of studying to do, but then if you don't need to study, watch like some very informative video, you know, or subscribe to my channel and actually know where the vlog is gonna be next time, Miles. Just comment on the videos, tell me what you think, give some feedback. You also asked dude for curly hairstyles, bro. Curly hairstyle, how to fade for churros. If you can get your barber onto this video, I'll make a whole video about how to fade for churros, you see. And I'll even invite some of my friends, bro. I got some friends who can cut hair. Beard tips, bro, beard tips. Look at my beard, bro. The only tip I can say right now at this phase is let it grow, bro. Yeah, but now let me study, dude. Let me study, and then we'll talk, bro. Link up. So guys, I'm studying strength and materials, SWK 210. It needs a lot of theoretical understanding for you to be able to perform the calculations, you see. If I show you for a bit, I'm showing you that here we have like all these equations. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 7:22. I'll usually be done right now, but like it's my study break again, another little 10-minute break. During this break, I'm just gonna reply to Nicole. Nicole, thanks for responding. Personally, I don't know much about mental health, right? So what I decided to do was that I decided to go on the internet and search a lot of things about mental health, and then come up with like a little checklist, like a mental health check for you. You see, Nicole's mental health check. The questions you have to ask yourself when you're doing a mental health checkup. Number 1, you have to check if you get quality sleep and a regular bedtime. Check if you're isolating yourself from your friends or your family or something like that, and isolating yourself from communicating with other people. but right now it seems like something that everyone has to do. Rate from 1 to 10 how anxious you are. Check, have you lost interest in any things that you used to enjoy doing before? See, are you feeling more sad than happy? Is your life balanced? Like, when we say is it balanced, we mean is it balanced academically, socially, spiritually, physically, mentally? Yeah, do you lose concentration easily now? Do you get mood swings or start crying out of nowhere? Are you overly tired at the end of the day or maybe at the end of the week? Do you get a change in appetite or a difference in your eating habits? What you could do is get a journal, then you write down these questions, then you answer them maybe every week or something to see what's changing. You can find somebody to talk to and just share how you're feeling, and then maybe they might have a way to help you. And that came in good time. The mental health check came in good time. So I am finally done with the books at 8:22 p.m. And something I like to do at the very end of every single day, right, is that I like to recap what I learned, just one thing from each thing, just so that I know I was there. First thing I did was that I had geology. I learned about Alfred Wegener, who came up with the theory of the continental drift. And then the next one I had was SWK 211. I finished the new stuff about chef was inventing moments. And then after my lunch break I made a pizza. I promised I'll put the recipe and it is here. And after my lunch break I had NPR programming. I was done with the programming side of it, and I was doing Excel, and then I learned that Excel is the same as programming. And then I had SWK 210, which I did now. The problem is I forgot my textbook for 210, you see. So now with 210 I can't actually do questions on stuff I just learned because all the questions are on the textbook. Yo, Miles, dude, bro, you actually didn't like it because you asked me for a good home workout without equipment, and this is my last day on my 28-day home workout challenge. So I'll show you the app, bro. I'll show you the app that I use, that 28-day home workout challenge on this app that I'll show you. It's gonna be right here. I'm holding it, bro. I'm holding that app. So I'm just gonna kill that here, show some clips from it, and then yeah. Guys, I've been away, so the last time you saw me I was working out, right? I was working out, so then I went and I took a shower. I ate, I washed dishes, then I was about to start working, but then my little brother's iPad didn't want to charge, so then I went there to help him to try to get it to charge, but then didn't want to charge, and then he even went to sleep, and then I sat there for about like an hour. Yeah, I sat there for about an hour trying to get it to charge, and yeah, I didn't get it to charge. Yeah, now I'm just gonna answer the last few questions from my Instagram, what's it called? My Instagram questionnaire. Where I asked if you want me to mention anything. So yeah, the only things left now are both Nicole and Miles's. Nicole asked for some cute relationship stuff, and Miles asked how a guy knows that he's in love. Damn, we're gonna get real deep for this one, won't we? Yeah, we're gonna be getting real deep for this one, but yeah. So how a guy knows I'm gonna try get them into one little story, you see. Into one little story, or like a follow-up, you see. So Nicole, something cute, right? The story of how I met my best friend. Yeah, I can't say the whole thing because it's such a good story that I think it'll make a whole video, but bottom line is that I was walking at Rez during like third day of university, but I was walking, and then I just turned, and I just got lucky, and I turned in this, like, the right direction. You see, when you turn in the right direction, then I turned, and then I looked, and then it's like at that moment it was, I don't know, I'm not that good at editing videos, so I can't really get it right, but at that moment I got one of those, like, those moments, those zooming moments where you're seeing every detail, but you're very far, like I'm across the room here. Yeah, so I see my best friend rocking yellow, rocking this bandana, yellow and white bandana, you know, these white shorts. It's like, yeah, it's a whole trip. And then I was there, I don't know, I can't remember, but I was told I was wearing a hoodie and pants, which is quite nonchalant if I'm using the right word. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so I go and I mentioned, you see, I thought I was pretty casual, but I later realized that I was noticed that I was on a mission there. I thought it was pretty casual. I went up and I was like, yo, so I did the voice, yo, so you don't dance? And then she's like, nah. And then the rest is history, okay? And then from there we go on to, yeah, so from there we go on to Miles's question, bro. How a nigga knows, bro. The question is, how does a guy know? And like, I really don't have an answer for that question, dude. But something I did realize, bro, is that when you start going out of your way for someone, bro, that if you go to that extent for something to be done for someone, then you know, bro. Then you know, dude. And then also when you start getting jealous, dude, you know, because if you're not, dude, you won't care, bro. You'll just be chilling, dude. You know, dude, when you start getting jealous, when you go out of your way for someone, bro, when you start giving, dude, when you start giving, you also know. I always thought that, you know, guys are high key stingy, you know, they don't just give. When you genuinely miss someone, bro, when that first recess comes, bro, first holiday, and it's split up, go home, bro, and you actually really, really miss someone, then it's real, bro. Then it's real. Yeah, no, guys, I am super happy if you got to this point and you're still watching this video, right? And I really appreciate it. So thank you very much for all your support. If you drop any comments, you know, I'll put them up all over the place throughout the video just for fun, you know. Just a shout out to Rensha. Thank you for this amazing video idea. You literally orchestrated the whole thing. You're like my strategist, my YouTube strategist, so shout out to that. I'll see you guys again next week. Every Friday, that's what I'm going for here. So I'll see you guys again next week. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed.